It's Johnny, and I'm on my gummy. Facebook friends, I'd like to apologize, man. You're going to be catching a lot of my videos right now, and most of you guys know me for different things. I wear masks, and I don't act like this all the time, but sometimes I stand up, and most of you guys know I am a fucking sheepdog. I will stand up and fight with the meanest fucking wolves you've ever seen. Because I could be a wolf myself, but I've always just walked that line of protecting the flock, regardless of what you think or how you feel. I'm not a Christian, but I'm blessed to live in a Christian society. And I will ask questions about everything. I don't buy into Jesus Christ. I do not. Please don't push him on me. I'm a fan of Yeshua, and it's not the same. It is not the same. I'm not trying to get religious, and I'm just telling you who I am. Yeshua exposed his people, told them there's a different way. The temple lies within you. And they killed him. They didn't kill him. They had never had fingerprints on anything. World wars. They let the Christians do it on their number one torture device. Christianity had the worst torture devices of all religions combined. There's 19 different Christianities. But Yeshua exposed them. And Yeshua's in history. And it wasn't that long ago, man. They fucked up something. Hey, man, our country. Who's my favorite president is John Hancock, man. And we need another John Hancock. And that's why old Johnny run for governor of Oklahoma. And then, because something's got to benefit you and me. No, we got to go fight in the Middle East. Bull, hey, hold on a minute. TikTok banned me for asking questions about Israel. You're not allowed? I'm going to tell you right now, you're not allowed to question anything on Israel. And I'm not talking about the easy stuff like who financed slavery. Who financed slavery? Not just one fucking slave, not a town of people, all of them. Who financed every fucking ship? I'm not saying, oh, Joe Schmo couldn't get a ship. Who financed all the plantations? Who financed all the sales? Economy ran throughout history. And its number one commodity is me and you. Are you aware that everyone in the United States is a conquered people? Or do you just have blame? Black Americans have no fucking idea who they are. White Americans, we came over in white and black outfits with buckles on our fucking shoes, and the Native Americans said, come on in, and the first president's George Washington, and that's the end of it? Well, that doesn't make much sense because my favorite president is John Hancock. He said, we're going to have a nation of our own, free from religion, the Vatican. The Vatican's influence, dude, they conquered us all. We all got a new religion and a new language. I'm sorry, I'm on my gummy. And I've got a speech impediment. So, this gummy I like it. But nobody asked any questions. We were all conquered people. The Romans alone, this is white people history, conquered they kill a third, enslave a third, and they leave a third. And everybody gets a new language and religion. Just stop. I don't care. No, my mom and dad came over with a nickel in their pocket. Those stories are out there. I know they're out there. My grandma's got one of those stories. She had one of those stories. She gave me true American history. I've heard it from the fucking mouth on what it was like in the 1920s, boys. And it's not what you think. It's not a Quentin Tarantino movie. There's not the blame that you think. Yeah, there's hatred in every culture. What is it, 10%? It's today. It's probably higher today. Because the evil that controls us, it's just evil. Everything's evil. No religion is winning. Because every religion is wrong. Well, Johnny, you can't tell people's faith that they're wrong. If you look at the scoreboards are the monks that vow silence for years and years. Are they winning? The Buddhist. You're allowed to cuss any religion you want. That's allowed, right? Oh, that's free speech. Unless you're in a social media platform. Are you? You could probably cuss Jesus Christ in a room full of Christians. You might get away with cussing Allah with some Muslims around or Buddhists. You're not allowed to question Israel. It's people, it's religion, or the Zionist at the top. All the fucking movies, thousands and thousands of movies, Germany's the bad guy. They're never the good guy. Well, can we ask some questions? No, or there's a name. If you start down something, if you ask any questions like about black Americans and how the court systems just eat them up, you're a racist. I did a Juneteenth. You better go watch it. Black Americans, you better go watch it. Your history's not that hard. You know where you're from? You may have been here. You may have been from France. You may have been from Spain. The Moors, I hear, conquered Spain and France up to 400 years. And the year after Queen Isabella got it back through the Vatican and the Roman army, she hired a little Italian guy named Christopher Columbus. And within a year, his ass was following them motherfuckers right here. And they say they were in North America for 10,000 years. There's only one problem. They had a pyramid scheme of slavery. They conquered so many people. Their slaves had slaves. You had to move up. Yeah, it's like working today. It's like working on the tax plantation. Do you feel free, Juneteenth? Juneteenth was yesterday. Do you feel free, black Americans? Everything going all right? Fuck no, it ain't going all right. The fraud at the top eats everything. And everything's against the law. Everything is against a code, a statute, a regulation, rules, common practice. They got all. Your judges aren't judges. No, they're fucking paid employees, just like your cops. They're paid by the corporation that profits from hiring them. Within minutes, a police officer will tell you how much you owe his boss. Unless he looks through a machine and there's any signatures on paper of other employees signing, that's your ass. And since you get a title for everything you own, you're the secondary owner and the state can take it. That's called impounding. And you know how it is. Laws. Who's all in the bar? The bar has taken over our judicial system and government. A third of your government is gone. And it is feeding off black America. White America, you're getting it too. Our court systems are plea bargains. Guilty's the game. There's no truth. And how much guilt can the state get? And then they put bonds on your Social Security number from the Treasury Department. Everybody wins except you. You're not allowed to talk about that. But let's talk about Israel. Who owned slavery? Who financed slavery? Who ran the slaves? Israel. Okay, maybe it wasn't. We'll just say, maybe. What's that? Who invented compounding interest? Who owned the World Trade Centers? I looked that up, and that belonged to the city. Who leased it and then put a huge fucking insurance plan on going to war in the Middle East? Was he Jewish? How'd you know, Johnny? I'll bet you. Hold on, let's get into this. World War I, Ferdinand was killed, and everybody picked sides, and the evidence pointed to wherever they wanted to. Who killed Yeshua? They talked the Christians into killing Yeshua because Yeshua was a Jewish man, and he exposed the Jewish people. You can do better. No. Now they have the philosophy they're the chosen people. They get what you got. You give them. Let's get back to this. Do you own your home? No. You get a piece of paper with a deed, puts the court above you. Do you own your vehicle? No. You get a piece of paper, says title, puts the state above you. Do you own your money? You're supposed to have gold tokens, good anywhere in the world. Gold keeps increasing. No. You get paper, they'll keep the gold. Who set that up? Who's always the victim in every story? Who owns liberalism? Liberalism has toppled more civilizations than any armies, I believe, combined. From within. Who controls your media? Who controls your record labels? Especially the rap labels that also own the prisons, mother. You can't make this up. Everything that's detrimental to you and me, everything, leads to the same fucking place. Our number one ally? Yeah, Johnny. Hey, man, they're our ally. Name one thing they've ever done good for anybody, including you. Do you know every one of your politicians is getting paid from them? And yet we pay them $3 billion every year for being our friend? You know our country's in debt? In debt to who? Trillions and trillions of dollars. Yeah, who are we in debt to? Just fucking guess. Pedophilia. Epstein Island. Did they finance anything on that? Any of that? If we have trials, it's going to expose Hollywood. Which are? Come on, you got to catch up. Which will, in turn, will expose exactly the questions I'm asking. And what pisses me off the most is Donald J. Trump. Man, I did so many videos. I love that man so much. I love his family. His wife is the absolute best. I could be wrong. I don't think so. I seen the VA change. When he got elected from Obama to him, it was amazing, man. You could tell when it changed. This is what they did. The fraud reached, all the fraud was gone and all the money hit the veteran. And if they didn't spend it with the veteran, then they were going to take it back. So they were calling, you were getting tests. You're like, fuck, yeah, it felt like insurance. Felt like fucking insurance. And then when it went back to Biden, Biden, the guy that won the largest election in history with the most votes, campaigned in his basement, couldn't put sentences together. And you can't ask no questions. And Trump was going, hey, wait a minute. Every media outlet every person that went after Trump on every media outlet is under contract with who? The elite Jew. That's who. Is Jew a bad word because they're Jewish, isn't Jew? Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. All roads lead to this. And Trump, all them people were attacking him. All them people were attacking him. All these elite Jews were attacking him. And you know what he did? He went to the Federal Reserve and said, I want to see our gold. And as soon as he did that, he's like, hey, Israel's not so bad. Israel may be the big dog on the block, boys, and we just don't know. We just think we're just giving them $3 billion a year to be our fucking friend, and they're picking fights. And you know who's on Iran's team right now? Russia and China. You know how big this could get? Because nobody will ask any fucking questions. You just get propaganda, man. How come I'm going to run for governor, and I'm going to tell my fucking people what's happening? And they're going to have good food. I'm not going to help you that much, boys and girls, but you're going to have an option. You still get a Baconator. You still get whatever you want. But each place is going to have a healthy... There's going to be produce. Farmers are going to get paid. Their produce is going to be, and it's going to be cheap. And if you need it free, I'm sure we can find a way. But you're not going hungry, and you're not going to be homeless. You know who wins with drugs in your cities? Same people that win. I mean, think about it. Do the addicts win? That's a rough road right there. Do the addict's family? I think everybody knows that cancer and the theft and the lies. Oh my God, it will eat up a family. Addiction will eat a family. And that's what pisses me off the most. Is it the communities? How about the school systems? Is anything, the courts? You know who wins when you, in divorce? The courts. You know who wins with custody battles? You know why the women get the children? You know why the women get the opportunity to drag the man's responsibility and seed through other men's relationships? Or while she's living her life, she gets the opportunity to carry a man's responsibility into opportunities for chaos. That's the man seed. You raise babies, men raise children. Every stat supports it. Every liberalism doesn't. But you know what? If we do it the way we're doing it, just give it to the women. They're the mommy. Every emotion, every decision a woman makes is based in emotion. Salesmen love them. If you let a woman go buy anything alone, you're a fool. You just get them thinking. I always call them young lady. That's my favorite thing to say to a woman. Hello, young lady. Uh-huh. What else is there? That's the easy part, man. Be super nice, man. Who wants a skank? Who wants these American women? Woo! Our American women, God almighty. Is it the lowest? Are we ranked last in the world? I mean, can you still find a high-value woman in the United States? Caucasians. You losing, man. If anybody breeds out, if you fall in love with anybody outside your race, you lose your race. Who's writing the fucking rules? Who says you lose? Why is white always bad? How are they doing? That all goes back to who? The division, man. And they're always the victim. It's the easiest playbook that they keep playing. And when you look at Americans, you're like, you can't be this fucking dumb. Yeah, their favorite basketball player tells them something. No, he's a golfer. My golfer tells me. I get my information from any news source. Oh my God, you think Fox is better? Dude, they are pushing this war. Who wins if we fucking help Israel? Why can't Israel take one on the chin? Have you seen the Gaza Strip? I don't care what side you're on. Palestinians, you can't go back. The United States and England, the UK after World War II, guess who won in that? The best question ever is, if Germany won World War II, which the Jews declared war on them first, if Germany would have won, would we be paying compounding interest today? Is that a bad question? That's not a fucking joke. That's the corruption and greed that's alive today. They climb this ladder of it's evil. At the top, the Zionist, oh my God, it's evil. Everything in control right now is evil. So I don't know what you're praying to, and I don't know who your gods are, and I don't know, but we need a change, boys and girls. I don't know if it's me. Hell no, I think if I even ran and they started getting a whiff of these, I hope they threaten me first and say, hey man, you better cool your jets. Because if they push me hard enough, I just keep going. I'm a hard learner. I don't just do what you tell me. But if you come at me and say, hey, man, we're about to fuck your life up, like I do you, I'd give you the courtesy of letting you know, hey, welcome to the Department of Corrections. I'm going to pick the cell you're fucking moving to. In the prison I want you, and then I'm going to pick your fucking celly. Shape the fuck up or get the fuck ready. We can start right now. I'm hiring right now. That's Johnny. That's me. I'll tell you. If I threaten you, I'll threaten you. And I would expect you to do the same. I'm telling you. If you came to me and say, hey, man, we're about to fuck your life up. Hey, man, all they got to do is accuse me, and I'm guilty. I just learned that in my DUI. Your Honor, that's why they have cameras. Why are they wearing cameras if all 6 of them won't turn it in? The DA's like, we don't need to see it. Man, that's because it shows fault of theirs. We're not getting into that. They forced me into a criminal justice system, and all I wanted to do was go to the hospital. Hey, man, you get blood at the hospital? Let's go. No, what's in this car? No, we're not doing that, man. I got to go to the hospital. I can't move my fucking face. Doesn't matter. I got my first one. I deserve $1 million. I deserve 100,000. I deserve plenty. So I would have took the guilty. Man, I didn't expect to get what I got, man. I'm going to tell you what, boys. The Oklahoma County Jail ain't no fucking joke. You just, they failed their 12th health inspection in a row. Hey, man. I appreciate those officers when I got there. Hey, man, that holding cells, you can't treat nobody any worse. That is so fucking inhumane and nasty. It sets the pace to what's coming. I've never seen a jail system so fucking nasty and ran so fucking wrong. And that's coming from a 12-year Department of Corrections vet that ran the motherfucker. Hey, don't tell me you're going to whoop my ass because you ain't. Well, Oklahoma County, I didn't talk to anybody bad. Yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Whatever you say. Hey, can I get a shower? It's been 9 days. I'm fucking telling you, I'm getting pissed. They moved me too, man. They moved me up to solitary confinement, a punishment in prison. They put me in there in the middle ward. They said, well, it's because you need a plug-in. I was like, no. Nobody can stand that, man. Them motherfuckers. What's her name? Oh, man, there's a girl up there banging her head on the fucking steel door right all day. Like Lionel Richie, all night long. I ain't fucking around. I could tell when she went to sleep. The fucking lights, man, that they put on these people that are mentally, they've got things wrong. You know who they are, and it ain't me. I see them in C3 in the Department of Corrections, man. There's so many women that I think Susie, I'm not going to say her last name, she flattened her fucking her forehead on my door. Because she wanted me to stop what I was fucking doing. I was like, hey, man, you take your fucking seat. I'll go crazy. Let me see it. Holy fuck. The whole time I'm going, you better stop. You better stop. You're hitting it harder. Hey, man, if you're going to fuck yourself up, I'm not going to get in your way. Not my job to protect you from you, but it kind of is. But if you're not getting your way like Pouty and then you're saying it's a mental health, bro, I ain't raised that way. You're going to learn to shut the fuck up, sit down, or they got straight jackets for that, man. How'd you get out of the straight jacket? We got to go back to that. You shouldn't be operating out here and acting like that, or we can go the fuck back to that, or you just can't learn. Somebody said you could learn. But she flattened her fucking noggin. I'll tell you that. I learned a lot in prison, man. I've seen a lot. Classification. Oh my God. Oh my God, classification. Man. The different crimes, the different times. People getting different time scenarios. Was it color? Yeah, man. You could tell some people didn't have money. It's all money. Just the color of people are caught up in the money part of it, which is economic. And then these low economic places are usually held by Democrats, which is 100% corrupt. There's no good Democrats or I'd be it. How about that? The Democrats are supposed to be for the working man. The Republicans are supposed to be for the corporations. There's got to be give and take. Hey, motherfucker, when do you get your take? It seemed like everything. What was the definition of inflation? Record profits. And then you got $1. Wait, what the fuck? We're gonna move you up $5, dude. You couldn't have got $20 more an hour. How much does it cost for a house? These TikToks are running along. I think I kind of like it. How much do you have to pay for the average house? Not a mortgage, just say mortgage to rent. What is it? $1,000 a month. That's for a small house. A small house. Are you going to have a car payment? What's the average car payment? $500 a month. You got to have insurance that really don't pay 30% of the time. Oh, dude, fucking insurance scam. But you got laws that make you buy it. Then you got laws that make you do this. So you got to spend, and now you got a family. How much is that? How much you got to spend for a car payment? $500. Let's just say $2,000. Now you got to buy groceries. How much are groceries? Now you got to pay for things the family needs. So you don't have to worry about your wife going out working and somebody buying her a balloon that makes her feel amazing. And then she makes the worst decisions for your family. And who wins in that? The court systems, Johnny. Well, how do the court system? Well, it's attorneys, so you got to say bar. But the court system, there's a need. There's always needs for courts, and you got to pay for them. And then they get bonds on you while you're there. It's the most corrupt association, the bar, that you can fathom. Who's in the bar, Johnny? Your attorney, the DA, the judge, the corporations, the politicians. Aren't most politicians attorneys? They're in the bar. So they're in an organization that you have to be in good standing in. You have to take their exam to come in. And they write the rules on how procedures are and how you can defend yourself, which makes it impossible because the courts have to follow procedures because they write the rules to win. Your Honor, I know I beat this officer. Hands down, I never admitted guilt, never admitted any drinking, no breathalyzer, no, I'm not walking anything, man. I need to go to the hospital. I think somebody put something in something of mine, but I refuse to let him know because it's an admission. I don't even think he got hey dude, in the way I said, hey man, you're just trying to ticket my person. All he was trying to do was rack up charges. They tore out my fucking carpet, bro. I said, oh, you motherfuckers are done. You can't treat people like that. I don't give a fuck how drunk you think I am. Because by this time, I'm starting to come out of it. I couldn't walk. When he got me, I said, I got to hold on to the car. Will you call me an ambulance? No, hold on a minute. Before we do that, you want to walk a straight line? He was trying to get me into the system. Hey, I got to go through these procedures. Hey, you got to walk a straight line for it. No, man, call me an ambulance. And call a wrecker. I'll pay for it right now. You can get blood and start your criminal justice later. We can go. I got to see what's in me, man. I thought it was dude, I couldn't move my face. Fuck my tongue. I couldn't let go of the car. My right leg wouldn't work. I don't care. In any crime, you should get an opportunity to go to the hospital. That's all I tried to tell the judge. Hey, they didn't have to treat my car like this. That one repair is $2,200. He broke something on the radar system. They thought was a box you could put something in. They opened it up and radar shit fell out. And it controls every light on the dash. They can't do that, man. Nah, hey, man, you can't do that. Shut up or I'm going to kick your fucking ass. I am that fucking dude. Hey, we'll hit you with the shield. Dude, I did that for a living. Not just the Department of Corrections. No, for real. I was in a military thing. And they sent us up to where I learned what union workers work, especially up north. In Detroit. Detroit's a tough motherfucker, boy. Woo! They're picket signs. They called us scabs. And I was the security that moved them around. And they had hockey sticks with picket signs on it. We formed a two-man wedge and we opened it up so we could get the Detroit news agency out. They were negotiating a price, which I'm with the workers, man. But I didn't know that's what they were sending me in for. Bro, they helicoptered our fucking ass in there. They turned over an 18-wheeler full of newspapers and had that motherfucker on fire. Detroit can get the fuck down, boys. My dad told me, he said, don't go up there, son. I'm going to go up there and kick some ass, Dad. That's why I was such a good knuckle-dragging prison guard. I'm not a correctional officer. I was a prison guard, man. There for a while. And then I started classification and case management and kind of got out of, just stayed in one prison. And that was with the women. Man, did I learn a lot. No accusations. None. Zero. But man, did I learn a lot. I learned that I could pass out tampons, brake pads, and spark plugs by the 10,000s. And I wouldn't let a motherfucker cheat me either. You get how many pads? You get 30. You get 15 pads, 15 plugs. You can split them up however you. I'm flexible. What do you want? You only getting 30 though. Yeah, but hey, I need more. No, because it's currency. And you better watch your fucking grease pencil in there, because them goddamn Latinas will steal that fucking... And they'll be walking around like a goddamn Kiss concert. Man, and I met some amazing people. Amazing people. Loved them all. I got to meet Hawaiians, Samoan inmates. That's not fair, man. If you commit a little crime in Hawaii, you can't ship them to Oklahoma. Now, I understand the Department of Corrections didn't do that, but the privates did. They house people from other places. And the state bought the prison in my hometown, so I transferred to the women. I didn't think I could do it, but I did. Hardest thing, man. That's why I think I could teach kids. I want to teach truth, man. I want to teach philosophy. I want to teach think for your fucking self. I want to teach what's the ingredients in a cheeseburger. That's your fucking homework. Are those ingredients any good for you? I want a list of the side effects. Who's doing the fries? Who's doing, hey, let's find out what we're doing. Let's learn from life. You know what I mean? Let's learn religions. Let's learn cultures the way it's supposed to be. I'll tell you about my forefathers. I'll tell you about the Kickapoo tribes of Oklahoma. That was in the fucking 80s, man. That guy was in his 80s. So what would that have been? He was telling me stories of young when they were all up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and how they had to be transferred. He's the one that told me, man, you don't know your fucking people. Like, what are you talking about, man? My dad don't want me, and my stepdad kicks the shit out of me. What are you talking about, my people? He said, no, man, the story of what we're doing, what they did, how this fucking went down. So was it bad? He said, oh my God, dude. And you motherfuckers were treated the worst. And I thought, man, who's you? He said, man, if you came over with all those conquered people, the slaves. I was like, no. History says slaves. He said, no, man. Y'all tamed the West, man. Y'all had to put up with us, and we were fucking mowing y'all down. So, yeah. They just conquered Scotland was the first wave, and that's my forefathers. And my forefathers were stewards to the Bruces. Man, I may be fucking royal bloodline. I ain't playing. When you watch Braveheart, no, there's no Carruthers on there. Carruthers, I heard he was the mayor in the Pied Piper and didn't pay, remember? And then he took all the children with him to the new land. The Pied Piper he didn't have a flute. That's what they changed. He had a silver tongue, and he was telling everybody. But this was over in some form of Germany, but my bloodline's almost pure Scotland. There's a little English, somebody had to fuck some English in there. And then there's a lot of Irish in there because my grandma's side was Irish and Scottish. And they came over they lived with all the black families, and they came over as now there probably was some slavery, but they didn't have a lot of it. Right after the potato famine. That's when they came over. They surrendered and came over with nothing and got nothing. No help. Motherfuckers dying in the streets. He said, yeah, that's it. That's it. Your people had it bad, man. There was no help. They lied to y'all, and then you got over it and you had to tame it all. And then you held on to your religions. It's all everybody got a new religion when they were conquered. And a new language. We all speak English, and they said, here's the book that goes with English. You ready? And if you said no, then you went on their favorite torture device. That's why I believe in Yeshua. He was in history, and he exposed his own people. and they blamed it on the Christians. Then technically, no, it was the Romans with the spear. But the universal, what's the word for universal? Catholic. Dude, they were trying to bounce around religions. They didn't know what was the best way to control conquered people. That's why we're one of the newest religions. But my forefathers' religions was 13-month calendars, a Yule, Easter. I know that was all in there. And I'm sure there was a bunch of birthdays and celebrations for towns and things. But Easter's where women started having sex. So most of them got pregnant right there because I learned this in prison with the women. When you put a bunch of women together, they ovulate about the same time. They cycle about the same times. So when I'm passing out 10,000 fucking spark plugs and brake pads, I noticed, hey man, y'all all do this at the same fucking, that's true. Hey man, I'm just telling you, I've seen it. But when these societies lived together, the women would cycle together, and then Easter, everybody would give birth about the same time because you're all put up. Your food's done, your wood's all up, animals are in, everything's done. Now you nurture your baby. And you give thanks at Yule. Hopefully your family's growing every fucking year. That's the gift, boys. And if you eat these foods, and don't eat these foods, and if you eat these vegetables and plant them at this time of year, you'll live to be 120. May peace be with you. That's Yeshua. Hey man, that's what my forefathers believed. Well, I don't care if it's pagan. I don't care. They just believed in a religion that was beneficial, and women acted. I mean, they got pretty crazy at Easter. The Christians call it, it's a big orgy. Yeah, there's a lot of pinned up aggression, you know what I mean? They just went through a winter, and the man can't touch them. His wife can't, because then you'll have your baby at the wrong time. You can't have a woman that's pregnant in the fucking fall, giving birth. You got fucking work to do, and she's got to help you. You've got a family to run. And it was perfect. Almost like Eden. Johnny, that's in the Bible. There's a lot of shit in the Bible, man, that's good. The stories, his name's not Jesus. It's Yeshua. And he stood against his people. That we're about to go to World War III for. They've caused everything else. All evil leads to them. And he stood against them because he was good. I taught faith and character in prison. And all these volunteers would come in, and I would ask, hey man, talk to me about it. Yeah. And they all have the stories of how, I'm like, yeah, but the people, man, hold on. You're putting his name, his birthday. Come on, man. That's in a society, it's almost like that was dominated. Like the religion of the conquered people. And the more people that kept trying to stay, like, hey man, just don't have sex. Let's try to do it the old ways, the traditional ways that benefited us. You know, they wasn't watching TV and showing women like that in the entertainment industry. No, these women in these videos, no, these women were wholesome. You could start a family. There wasn't no judging or ranking system because she wanted a family. She wanted to be the mom of what she just went through. A bunch of brothers, hopefully families bond. That benefits you. You merge families. You hope your daughters will say, the only job of a man is not to be his daughter's friend. Is to get her to the altar of a family you approve of. And she's wearing white. And she's virtuous. And you're handing him an opportunity to grow something that he's probably going to fail at. We all fail. Every man fails. Every man. But that's your job as a father, not to be your daughter's friend. She can't do anything she wants. She can't play in the NBA. No, she can't. You can't play in the WNBA. Because The LGBTQT has that in complete control. And I don't like seeing those type of women. I don't like seeing a woman with her shirt off with a chest better than mine. I'm like, hey, man, that's a dude. Nope, can't say that. She was in Russia in a dude's prison. Nope. She's got kids. Nope. Or you're called a name. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't teach your girls to compete in that, man. And even if you teach boys, don't teach them to try to be superstar athletes, man. Teach them that they're going to fail. They are. There's kids out there in cultures, they have to do that. It's either they have to be good in sports or they have to fucking be a word magician to rap. And it's all Disney rap. It ain't even real rap. This rap in this culture, you're wearing pants that make you where you can't run. That's the dumbest thing ever. And want to live thug style where the courts win. See, they want you to be as detrimental to you as possible. That's the fucking facts. They want your ass in that drug game. Let me tell you something. The more money you get caught with when you get arrested, the easier they are on you. They're going to let that ass out on a little probation. You're going to do it again. Everything in your communities that are bad is the courts win in. That's what the Wizard of Oz was about. The flying monkeys are the cops. Whatever, and where does it all lead? Oh my God, that's exactly. It leads to the fucking Jewish people. It leads to Israel. The yellow brick road is Israel. No, that's... Fuck, they get all the gold and give you the paper. Holy shit, man. And that's the fucking trail. Who's in it? So the flying monkeys are the cops, because they'll do anything as long as they get a signature and a piece of paper. Because you're the straw man. Motherfucker. First guy you meet's your straw man. Because the monkeys control everything. You got to have a straw man. Then you got the Tin Man. The dude froze up while he was working. He works so fucking hard like you're the worker bee. Motherfucker. He worked so hard he froze while he was still working. That's your body. Trust me, I feel it, man. I'm only 51. I hurt like a motherfucker, dude. Oh my God, let me tell you. These gummies, I don't take pharmaceutical pain meds. I'm sorry, I barely take my blood pressure meds. I ain't taking them today. I'm telling you, boys. Johnny, when you come back and you look at this, you're waiting on the chest scar. You better change your motherfucking ways. I'm Johnny and I'm on my gummy. When you're not on your gummy, you're a completely different Johnny. Let me put it that way. I hope you don't see this too late. You need to start it. You need to go up there and put your name on the governor's list. Tomorrow, get up. Monday. Enjoy Saturday, Sunday, because you start Monday. Mom's last chemo. God, man, I'm trusting pharmaceuticals with my mom. Her bladder. I don't know what to tell her. Mom, these people get paid to push medicine. I don't know what's good for you, and I don't know what's bad for you, because you don't believe anything I say. Nothing. My mom don't believe shit. That Bible, I'm going to tell you what, spoonfuls. I get spoonfuls. And a lot of people say, well, that's the reason why I'm non-religious. No, my mom wasn't a religious person. My mom had it rough. My mom has her demons. My mom did the best she could. I love my mom and I appreciate everything. While she still had a pretty cool life, man. She was around a lot of people. My fucking stepdad was a fucking mobster, boys. Hitman, motherfucker. His family ain't no joke. Ain't no joke, boys. I was around a lot of important people, and for that, my stepdad, he was abusive. He was a tough motherfucker. He was an alcoholic. Johnny, that's why you drink so much. Maybe. But I had a lot of mental stuff too. I had a lot of things I dealt with growing up that I shouldn't have to deal with. Nobody gets to pick it, man. Hey, dude, and it's getting worse now. Can you imagine having one of these fucking liberal motherfuckers, your mom and dad? My mom and dad, it was just tough. It was just tough. It was just tough, man. But you know what? We still had some good times. And I love every bit of it. I don't blame nobody. My real dad trying to get in my life right now. Like, come on, man. He's a real inward guy. And now he's old and he needs, you know, he needs to tell his kid, he's always been all about him. But I'm not saying my mom didn't make it fucking easy. She didn't make it hard. I'm not saying my mom made it hard. I was always available because I was always wanting him. You know what I mean? That's probably why my stepdad was a little meaner to me, man, because I love my dad. I wanted to be with my dad. And my dad just didn't want me. It's kind of shitty when you say it like that, but tough times were tough. That's probably why I became an alcoholic. I got to call myself an alcoholic because when I drank, I fucking drank. It's going to be a fucking party. And we ain't backing down from no fucking body because I'm all about that. Hey, we ain't stabbing nobody. And if we got real beef, man, we'll take it to prison. You follow me? I ran pretty rough, and especially when I was in the prison, man, everybody knew me. Everybody owed me. You know what I mean? That's the best way I can put it, man. Everybody owed me. Because I got nothing in return. Anything I did for anybody, I didn't get nothing in return. That's why nobody can accuse me of nothing. I didn't have any accomplices. I'd say, hey, man, if I can help you, I will. If I want to fuck your life up, I will. You better fucking tell me things before I find out things. You know what I mean? Because I take it personal. Because I will. It's just who I am. I wish I wouldn't have drank so much. I wish I wouldn't have had so many bad stories. But man, some of the good ones, the amazing friendships, the scenarios, the women. Women do dumb shit on alcohol. They sure do, and I love you. So don't ever say scoreboards don't matter, because they do to us. I hope it counted. Fuck. Just a potluck? Man, come on, dude. Come on, we're better than that. No, don't make me think that. Mine counted. Not all of them. They couldn't have been, man. Hey, you gotta love women. I mean, a lot of people, if I'm saying women should have virtue, morality, every man should raise his daughter, not being her best friend, but to get her to that altar for a man to start his family with. If that's what she wants. She can decide what she wants. His job's to get her to where she really wants to do what she fucking wants. That's it. That's what else can you do? They're going to fight you. They're going to make the worst fucking decisions. Every woman knows. But they can't agree with Johnny because I'm on my gummy. Holy shit, 48 minutes. Much love.